The fuck?
Oh, this one stinks already. There's... It's a leak! Eat this! Watch it! It's a killer!
I feel like I could just... I may as well, like, if she's not gonna... I wanted her to keep doing this, but I kind of accidentally made the decision to have her not do this. So I may as well just eat her and get the experience. Assuming I get the option to. I don't know if I'll ever see her again is the thing. She might just disappear from the hospital. Although she didn't resign. I definitely can't interact with her right now. If I had known the charm was going to do what it would done, I would have told her to resign. And now I just need to eat my decisions. Nah. God damn it. Oh, I wanted to eat some more blood. More bleed.
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Hello, Dr. Reed. Come on in.
Hello, Darius. And how are you today?
Yes?
Are you having a good evening? And is there more?
Tell me,
I do...
Technically, I guess technically there's more he could tell me about Camellia. Wonder if I should leave him alive for now. Fuck it. Do I even need to take him anywhere? Like, we're all alone here. Ram Lord.
Who will assist Dorothea helping our comrades now that I die?
I mean, she's already stopped doing that, so it's kind of irrelevant at this point. I also got a key. She'll open this for sure. Shlang. And a poem? Camellia. In silence she walks like the early queens of forgotten countries. But I sometimes travel through my long sleepless nights. In silence she walks, and her smiles speak for her. The ancient tongue of the Pythia, heard only by the fools searching for their fate, and I know her name is as fragile as the flower she gives, and I know her voice would nail my heart to the ground as she always passes by without answering me. I don't really have any poetic rhythm. Just screwed, pretty much. I mean, it's already in serious condition. It's going to be critical. I don't know if she's, like, ceasing to be a pillar. I mean, she's still technically in pillar. She's still there. If I embrace her, guaranteed this place becomes, like, in critical, maybe even hostile condition just straight from that. But we'll give it time. Holy crusade. Alright, let's just going back to the hospital. I mean, if I'm gonna go back to the hospital, I may as well just do this now. I don't know if I can pass through this way. Oh, that would involve like going all the way fucking around like that. No, I'm just gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to the... through the hospital way and then around.
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Is this a hideout? Oh shit, it is. I could evolve, or I could evolve. I do have a lot of experience. Oh, I want potassium short. Hold on. Yeah. I feel like fatigue comes up a lot. I have a few of those. I do have a lot of what I need for these particular medicines. Should I rest now or wait? No, let's evolve some shit. And then we can see the district changes. So if I'm going to be using this bat and biting people all the time, I'm definitely gonna want to get some more blood out of it. In fact, let's get a big thirst 3. And do a little bit more damage with it. I do bite a lot, and I do want to heal from it a bit. Alright, and before I use it all too much, let's level up my heal. If I level up my heal, that's all I get, unless I want to get like a new... Oh, I should look at the ultimates. How much do these cost? Can I get these? Did I just screw myself? Okay, they cost 1,000. Okay. You lose control and let the beast take over for a short time. The beast teleports itself to all enemies around you and strikes them with furious blows. Cost none. Oh, they all cost none. It's just a long cooldown. That's all it says. Okay, that sounds cool. Abyss, you create a shadow vortex at your target's feet. Coming to life, the shadows interrupt an enemy in the area and inflict tremendous damage. This sounds very similar to Shadow Mist, just bigger. Tremendous damage. I mean, it is tremendous damage. Blood Cauldron. You focus your power to boil your target's blood, causing it to violently explode. I'm taking this. I mean, I can technically take 2 and then, like, choose. This one sounds kind of neat. Teleports itself to all enemies around you and strikes them with furious blows. Like, this one this one just sounds like bigger Shadow Mist. It's probably got a cool animation. I want to see both of these. Don't think I can do anything with this 200 now. Yeah, everything's 300 or above, so. For science? I'm not doing any science, apparently. I mean, I'm barely using my guns and syringes, so why bother? Disappearances. Reports of mysterious disappearances have escalated in the past weeks. It's reached the point where witnesses have to queue before recounting their testimonies to an officer, although this phenomenon appears to be a nationwide occurrence. The statements of the last 24 hours have converged around a single area in the country, Whitechapel, London. Yes, once more, the despised and loathed East End is left to struggle on its own, continuously overlooked by the authorities, even while numerous families from this district report the unexplained disappearance of relatives and neighbors. What has happened to these missing individuals? Where are they? The only link between them seems to be their health and their need for urgent medical attention. Until recently, it was a local secret that the only place to get help was a discreet dispensary managed by unidentified Good Samaritans, but the place now seems to be closed and no one has any news from that facility. Do the missing persons go to a more secret place? Have they been discreetly moved to a more official service? One day soon, the London City Council's Board of Health will have to answer for this new mystery. It's in critical condition. Alright, so that's the major thing. Merchants. Prices and stocks of the merchants in this district may have changed. Okay, thank you. Alright, well, no one's gotten, like, more sick or less sick. I don't have any migraine medicine. She's now missing. Think, I missed a... This is like the worst outcome. Because it's like, now she's just gone. That's 2,000 experience just gone. She's no longer the pillar, and she's just... And I got nothing out of it. I mean, if I'm gonna fuck things up, I may as well benefit from it. People are rapidly sick. Maybe I should only, like, heal people that I'm gonna eat soon. Or at all. I feel like I'm gonna run out of medicine. It's mostly fatigue as well. Everywhere's stable except Whitechapel. Alright, I'm gonna make some fatigue medicine then. At least it's cheap. It is pretty cheap, so I could just like have a bunch of these. That also reminds me. I may as well have like a few of these. I guess that was just helping me find the hideout. I can't like. I kind of want to go. Oh, I've been in that area before. What? My ultimate isn't even like. Alright, I should stick with my, like, abilities for this dude. What was this one? I got the explodey one. I want them to be close to each other. Yeah. Nah. it does like a decent amount now. Ow. Are people just continuously spawning while I do this? Feels good to like continuously stun and bite people and do all this shit. Oh, that was a lot of damage. These clouds suck. That's a lot of enemies. I can't loot anyone? After all that? Okay, fine. What the hell is this for? Schling. Yeah, then. Whitechapel is in the shit. Okay, what's the easiest way? Alright, just follow the main road. I'm off to see the disciple. The disciple in the cemetery. Greetings. Was I interrupted? That's... Oh, we still kind of exploded. Alright, let's try the other one. Bridge. This one's got like a huge like wind up. If I get hit, apparently I just can't do it.
Better go home, sir.
District status critical. Oh, is this part of Whitechapel? Oh yeah, it's part of Whitechapel. Or is it? No, this is Whitechapel, isn't it? Just like the grayish bit? docks. Maybe there's only 4, like, districts with actual citizens in it. Or, like, this is the docks. This is the hospital. This is I guess Whitechapel is all of this. And then the West End. That's how it works. What is this? Event! Unknown event happened. Oh! Oh, that's where, what's her face was.
Get them weapons ready! Bloody leaks!
I like that I basically never run out of stamina as well. Feeling pretty strong right now. Feels good, man. Especially considering I had like that 40-minute excursion where I got one shot over and over. Now I don't. Now I'm more powerful than ever. As I sup on the sweet nectar of pennies. I was reading, I ended up buying the Pathfinder 2 Humble Bundle. And I was reading, skimming through the core book, because I did play the Isolated Women? I did do like the playtest. That's pretty cool.
What do you want?
Good thing she's not looking. I keep just barely stepping out of it. God damn it.
Who are you? What do you want?
But yeah, I was looking at the roles and I was further thinking about, you know, I could be Dr. Luke Acula.
Are you all right, miss?
I don't know. Who were those people? They wanted to kill me. Why?
They've lost their minds in the epidemic. They won't come back for now.
You seem to know a lot about them, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm investigating this disease.
I am Xiaoxun. Thank you so much for helping me, Mr. Reed. I must go to the cemetery now. Goodbye.
Okay.
It's locked. Carnage. Is Father Whitaker's disciple among the bodies, I wonder? This man's far too old to be Samuel.
Jesus!
No. By the look of his clothes, this man's a docker.
He's a docker, all right.
Samuel isn't here. I had better follow the blood trail.
Is there anything around the area, though? Okay. A dazzled skull? Okay. But yeah, on the flip side, I could be, like Anton Lucard. Dr. Anton, so I'll be Dr. A. Lucard.
As I feared. Samuel no longer preaches the good word.
Stop running out of it! Ow. Wow! I still had half health. Come on. I am still pretty powerful though. The beast one, like, it's easier to hit. It looks cool. I'm gonna go back to the explodey blood one. The blood cauldron. It just sucks that I can be like interrupted out of it. That's the only thing. I can't do anything about it. She's like, yeah, no, I'm out of here. So. So wait 80 seconds for this? It's nice when that actually hits. The best part is I use my own stamina so that I can bite them, and then I recover my stamina as I'm biting them. Out of blood. The blood spear, unsurprisingly, costs a lot of blood to use. Shocker, I know. Okay, I have limits for a game like this. This is too long. I mean, he's just gonna summarize it anyway. Or maybe not. Can I just read his hints? He killed these people. And one of them was probably Tobias. Okay. Maybe I should read it, like, in full. But there's more rats! I like the violins are like... He's eating vermin. Nullified? Or because he did his weird shadow steppy thing. Maybe I should read it a little bit more thoroughly. I feel like I should read it more thoroughly. Is it in here? Okay. Oh, this is like a follower of Father Whitaker, who burned two whores alive because they were sick. He threw petrol on their bed and lit them on fire. They've been purified. Okay. Alright, so I don't know where I am or where I'm going. So I got reporting to... what's his face? He's so far away. I do want to follow up on this now, but he's so far away. Can I not? And I just can't. There's just literally nothing to do about this. I mean, it only takes a few minutes to actually go there. Plus, I do want to see what this event is. So, let's put that back on. Get closer together. Oh, is it just a... oh, it's just a longer timer. I feel like the first guy just, like, exploded instantly. Maybe it's because he was human? So it has a different effect on... what the fuck? Maybe it has a different effect on skulls. Okay, this is a bad ability against him. It has, like, a muted effect on skulls. They still explode, just not like instantly or anything. I don't need to be here, do I? I'm leaving. Stuck? What gave it away? Ow. I mean, it's not gonna AoE explode, but it is just delayed. I don't know if I'm supposed to do more. God damn it. I swear I did a lot of damage the first time I used it, and now it's just like not. More effective when it kills, maybe. It definitely had more of an effect of them actually exploding. Isn't there another one? Yeah. Schling. I originally thought like the Shadow Step was going to be kind of a lame ability, but it's actually incredibly useful. Wait, is there a hideout here? I keep hearing like babies once in a while. I keep wondering if I can look into it. Be like, can I help you, crying child? Where am I going? Apparently babies taste best. That's true for cows. We know that to be true for cows. That's why most beef stock is made from veal. Which, on a personal note, I'm willing to give up veal. Why we gotta do that? I am going down just a rabbit hole. Like, I didn't realize there was any sort of... I didn't realize I could just, like, randomly explore all this shit.
I cannot enter.
This is probably for a quest or something later. I do recall that, like, randomly exploring doesn't really net you much. Like, maybe you get to loot a box or two, but that's about it. And occasionally you'll run into an event, I suppose, but most of the time it's like, it's not worth it. Although, on the veal note, is it any worse what we do to adult, like regular cows? Because with veal, at least it's short. With adult cows, it's like constant shit for a very long time until we eventually butcher them. As opposed to constant shit for a short time until they quickly get butchered, so it's like... I wonder if it's possible to even be humane to animals and then still butcher and eat them. I mean, I guess you can, but like... as an actual business? I don't see that happening. For like a mom and pop farm, where you're just like taking care of yourselves, maybe you sell the extra or whatever. In that scenario, I can see you properly like having like treating your animals nicely and everything, making sure they have a nice life, and then you eventually kill them and eat them.
Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Is that the hideout? Yeah, okay, that's the hideout I already found. Why is that one spot like... Oh, it's just reflecting light in a weird spot. I was like, why is it like bright ass blue? Should I even...
It's
bother?
locked.
Of course it is. Alright, Father Whitaker will be around here.
Evidence and trickery.
Good evening, Mr. Whitaker.
It's Father Whitaker, my son. So, are you still lost in your rational delusions?
I'm not sure he's the one to be saying these kinds of things.
Why did you send Samuel to the cemetery, Tobias? What did you see there?
I sent him on a vision. A dream of a dreadful and laughing queen covered with blood, sleeping with the dead and feeding on the fear of the dying.
A laughing queen dressed in blood. Tell me more.
This epidemic is her feast, the announcement of her return. Against her, science is no more than a child's toy.
But who is she?
She is the mother of harlots and abomination of the earth. She is Babylon, drunk on the blood of the saints.
Is there more to say here?
Why did
I sent him on a
Oh, I can say that's
you
enough.
sent a man to die because of a stupid vision? I have heard enough of your nonsense. Goodbye.
But also, we need to talk
Good
more.
evening, Mr.
It's
Tobias Whitaker. Confess why you burnt those people alive.
I have done what no one was ready to do. I will smite the flesh of the unclean.
The unclean?
The righteous.
You're not the savior of London. You're just a glorified sadist.
I take no pleasure in this awful cleansing, Dr. Reed. I am only driven by the thousands of innocents I save.
I don't
each
believe
night.
it. He might not take pleasure, but he gets satisfaction.
You are just another heartless murderer, exploiting the epidemic to kill with impunity.
No! No. The only way to contain the spread is to strike at the source itself. The proliferating sick.
I have found Samuel, your disciple. I am afraid I have bad news.
I already expected the worst.
Schling.
He should already have come back. He is dead, isn't he?
Yes, he is now. The epidemic took him.
Samuel steadily made donations to our cause. He would have rewarded you himself if you'd found me in that awful cemetery. Please accept his money.
I have heard enough for tonight.
Yes. Okay. That was what's his face's house, but I can just go around this way. He's dead now, so it's nobody's house. Oh. They always just barely dodge it. Like, come on. Yeah, it's definitely like, it's more immediate if it kills them. I think the beast would actually reliably does more damage. But the blood one's just cool. Why are they always gotta do that? Oh, okay. Can't hit them on the ground. For fuck's sake. If she's a skull now, I swear to God. Oh my God. I should have just embraced her. Look, she just hit me with like a blight bomb. It did a fuck ton of damage. I'm still dying from it. Nice. Yeah, I'm staying away from those clouds. Kill her by eating. I got 500. I could have got 2,000 experience off of her. Instead, I had to fight her and get 500. This is goddamn stupid. This happens in every game. I feel like every game, I'm like, I'm a little confused. What is going to happen? And then I end up hating my decision. I got treatment for headache +2? Oh, I just got like a bunch of medicine. Oh shit. I also got... This is still chapter 2, by the way. The fuck? I see nothing? What the fuck happened? Where's my fucking...
I cannot enter.
Yeah, well, I got some sort of document, and now I can't fucking... Yeah, I broke the game a little bit. There we go. I think I found that medical voucher is what it was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like newest up top left here. There's more of you. Wow. I feel like they're getting smarter. Dodging my shit a little too much. That's a good combo, though. It's staggered by the spear. Also, the music's pretty good. Alright. Back to the main story, then. I'm ultimately unhappy with my outcome.
Even the flu is no match for the Swanborough cordial.
But what can you do at this point? You got anything new to say?
How are you?
I'm not your boy.
No, he's healthy. Haven't learned anything.
Goodbye, young man.
Could just eat him now. This place is already critical, like... Just cut my losses with the district. This is why I took extra stamina at the beginning of the game. Like, look how fast I can just go through the city.
How long must I wait, damn it?
Blaming me will not further your agenda, sir.
How long's it going to take to fix me properly? A month? A year?
You have the right to disapprove of our methods, and you will kindly apologize when you're feeling better.
Okay, he's okay now.
Good
Oh, he was saying shit, I interrupted.
Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
I can hear his fatigue. And I'm gonna.
Is there anything else?
Really? Why has no one else asked?
Unfortunately, you are not the only person who needs help.
Still, I have to
And
force
complaining
everyone to
about
take
it
their
won't
medicine.
do
Like,
you
holy
any
shit.
Well, perhaps you're right, Dr.
Do I have to give
Reed.
everyone a spoonful of sugar
I'm sure
too?
if me missus was still alive, she wouldn't be happy with me going on like this.
Goodbye for now.
I kind of like
Mr.
this
Fiddick.
dude though, so I'm not
I'll
gonna
see
eat
you
him.
later.
My sweet girl. Reads me like a book.
I'm not gonna indiscriminately just eat everyone.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick.
I'm okay.
Well, he is okay. He actually is okay.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed. It's my mother.
What is that on his skin? Is that like a... Is that just... Oh, it is just bandages, okay. It looked weird in this light.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
Your medical report says you're not affected by the Spanish flu. What do you think of that, Mortimer?
Does it make me happy? Not in the slightest. If it was up to me, I would have left this place long ago. I know I don't belong
I don't
here.
think that would
why
make
do
anyone
you think
happy.
you don't
A pandemic is going on.
More important things to do.
And it's like,
than
hey,
come to me.
you know that pandemic? You don't have it. It's like, well, I got other shit. Like,
Attention.
come on. What, you think that makes me happy? I don't have the pandemic problem? I have other problems
I
while
have
the
to go
pandemic
now,
is
sir.
happening, which means my other
But
problems
don't hesitate to
don't
contact
get
me
priority
if you need
because it's
any
not pandemic related. This may or may not be bleeding out into what's happening in real life. Like, it takes weeks to get, it takes fucking months to do even the simplest
Good
diagnostic
evening,
shit.
Doctor. How is my son doing?
I've read your son's medical report, Beatrice. It's not the flu or anything life-threatening. What has you so worried?
He was at death's door when he was brought here. I just want him to be better as soon as possible.
He's not out of the woods yet, you know. He might need to stay here longer than expected.
Take care of him then, Dr. Reed. People here only seem to focus on contagious patients. I worry my poor Mortimer will be neglected.
I'm feeling Beatrice right now. Yeah. I understand.
Do you require medical attention?
Do you know you're the only one who's asked me this? No, I don't feel well, actually.
Actually.
Despite what you think about this place, I can tell you with absolute certainty, taking this will help you recover.
Well, at least your reputation seems well-deserved. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for this
By being
hospital.
neglected. It feels that way, but there's not much I can do. Just gotta wait.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Ellen. Come now.
That was the doctor that was arguing with Harvey, right? Or was it someone else?
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
You have fatigue.
Do you think Dr. Strickland has any chance of curing the Spanish flu by himself?
His wish to cure the sick is not driven by pride, but by an idealistic view about our mission here. Honestly, I don't know which is worse.
You consider him a good practitioner, yet you will not report his methods.
Strickland may be a rival, but I will not use dirty tricks or regulations to prove him wrong. We are doctors, not politicians.
But there's always office politics, isn't there? Isn't there?
Tell me, Waverly, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
Come now, we can handle this.
If you are going to lead this surgery, I'm trusting you to assume the consequences of your actions, whatever the result.
I'm not the kind of man who runs away from his responsibilities, Dr. Reed. There is no need for you to be looking over my shoulder.
Fair enough.
Do you need my assistance?
Don't be ridiculous. I'm capable of dealing with this myself. I've just not taken the time to do so.
Shut up and take my sugar.
Then you are lucky that I have taken the time to do so. Consider it a gesture of solidarity between professionals.
I wish this hospital could have received as much attention from you, Dr. Reed. We do not see you in surgery very often.
Wow. I cure his fatigue and he throws shade at me.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Just as passive aggressive. Yeah. You're not around very much, though, are you? Go fuck yourself.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Did you know Dr. Aykroyd never reported your experimental research, despite the fact he doesn't agree with it?
Really? I didn't suspect he knew about my work. I must confess I am surprised.
Perhaps he thinks you should realize for yourself the danger of what you're doing.
See how condescending he can be? My God, he can be so irritating.
They're never gonna get along.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
So, like, wailing. You just heard that like the wailing and the moaning in the background that is always in, like, scenes like this. Did that happen? Does that happen in real... Do people do that in real life? Also, I can't remember how to get to Ashbury's room. Like, I've never felt the need to do that in my life. Regardless of how much pain I was in. Like... Should I do it now? I'm doing it now.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft.
Not well. Eternity can be such
Isn't
a
a tent
burden.
outside?
Did you know that Thomas is dead?
Mr. Elwood. Yes.
Am I thinking of the... I was thinking of the old lady in the bed. Is Ashbury, like, vampire lady? No, she's vampire lady.
Much more clearly now. I've even started to sense things about you.
I was also not paying attention. She's sensing me? Thomas's death.
Do you think about Thomas's death?
I forget who Thomas is.
Every night.
Did I eat him?
I didn't want to kill him. I liked him. Now people will hunt me down.
You're safe as long as you stay in the hospital. No one will hunt you here, I promise.
These walls will not protect me, Doctor. They will never forget the crime I've done. And nor will I.
I'll protect you.
You are a patient here, Miss Howcroft. Someone with real needs who deserves peace and treatment. I will protect you.
Don't be ridiculous, Doctor. How could a mortal carry all the pain of the world on his shoulders? I should be far more cautious.
You're no murderer, trust me. Only a fool would believe otherwise.
How long before other mortals start hunting me? As always, blood is the only price for blood.
And what exactly have you learned about me?
You try to be a decent man, Dr. Reed. And you're trying to make a difference. That's more than most mortals I've ever met.
That's quite a statement, Miss Howcroft.
But there is more, isn't there? Your interest for my condition. Your subtle innuendos. Are we the same, Doctor?
One vampire in this hospital is enough.
I think one vampire in this hospital is quite enough.
For once, I sense real honesty in your voice, Dr. Reed.
It's a cheeky answer.
How that frightens me.
Yeah, it should frighten you.
Judging by the look in your eyes, there is something you want to ask me, Miss Howcroft.
Listen to my voice, Jonathan. You can't refuse to answer my questions. Speak
She's
now.
trying to do the thing.
Tell me about you and that fancy red-headed lady.
You mean Lady Ashbury? What about her?
Don't resist me. Answer now, Doctor. What's really going on between you two?
It's complicated. She's so secretive. I'm not sure I can really trust her.
Now, Jonathan. I want you to forget we had this little conversation. You can get back to what you were doing.
Very well. Where are we going? This way? Oh, it's like kind of tank control-y. It's weird. Am I just gonna take him back to the exact same room I ate the other person? I guess it's it's like one of the few private places around here. Push her down the stairs. No. I'm not gonna bruise that blood.
Child of the night, for I shall come back and have my vengeance.
What is this key for? Scent of dirt and decaying flesh faintly clings to it. The district will suffer consequences. I don't know what kind of consequences would come from her being dead, but sure. She was like, her bed is around here.
So many deaths.
Garlic will never protect you. It's good to know. I really don't feel like reading these out anymore tonight. It's always Usher Talltree. I hope we meet this person at some point. I have to search much deeper. Much deeper.
Simpletons, these nurses.
Oh, right. This is who I was thinking of for Lady Ashbury. This is not Lady Ashbury. I don't know what this unlocks.
So little result.
Pretty sure this was her bed, right? She was always around here. Whatever. I'll run across it at some point. How is this not a lootable box? Look how bright it is. Control yourself, madam. Some of us have the willpower to resist this, you know.
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
Hiding your true appetites behind a facade of compassion. Bravo.
Says the guy just ate
Very
someone.
clever
The difference is I'm not ashamed of it.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
So in the end, the accusation was true, wasn't it?
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless. I have not been observed sustaining myself for many decades. I have to say I'm a trifle embarrassed.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning your blackmailer.
Now I'm curious at how old she is.
Please excuse my agitated state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this condition.
The case is closed, your ladyship. The person who took advantage of you has, shall we say, seen the error of her ways.
So who was it?
My lady, the blackmailer was dealt with using the utmost discretion.
Oh, right, I was supposed to
The
not...
culprit's identity is of no relevance.
I was supposed to not hurt them.
Thank you, Jonathan. That is exactly what I needed from you.
That was her specific
You
thing.
have proven your loyalty, so...
Don't kill this
As a
person.
friend, please accept this small token of my appreciation.
Thank you, my lady.
If you have an inclination to learn more about vampires or your current situation, I will be glad to aid you in your quest for knowledge.
She said don't eat the person. I mean, I kind of half did. We came back, she turned, and I killed her through a bite. So...
I know this is beyond the pale, but may I inquire your age?
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen.
Oh, come on.
If you must know, I'm 27. I've been 27 for a long time now, and 27 I shall remain.
Ah, of course she doesn't fucking answer that.
And who bestowed upon you this eternal youth?
She was, yeah, she was a skull,
My maker.
somehow.
He left this isle a long time ago.
Very well. But I believe there is more to this than you are saying.
A lady has to have some secrets.
Why does Dr. Swansea allow you to feed on the patients of the hospital?
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate man. He is trying to find a solution for our hunger. Until that happens, he is clever enough to understand that I only feed upon the dying.
What do you know about this Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole?
The Brotherhood is well known amongst London Vampire Society. As long as our kind is discreet, and as long as they do not interfere, we have come to a mutual understanding.
And no one suspected you of the murders?
As you well know, suspicion has recently fallen on me of killing for pleasure. But you have my word, Jonathan. I take no pleasure in taking a life.
Why did you save me in the canning factory?
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising young blood as yourself be torn to shreds by some gutter scowl.
William Bishop wasn't the vampire that created me then?
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor, Scowls are the progeny of careless vampires. It cannot be the other way round.
So yeah. Dorothy's my fault, for sure.
What type of vampire?
I effectively made her a skull.
Not a true vampire. The deformed offspring of lesser vampires. It is a shame these creatures run wild, slaves to their baser instincts.
Are there many vampires here in London?
Immortals are of a rare breed, and we often tend to hide. But you may occasionally meet some of us at night.
Will they all be as affable as you, my lady?
I do not see why not. But remember, even the shark smiles before he bites.
That sounds like a lesson from experience.
Vampire politics are as intricate and sometimes tedious as a game of chess in a gentleman's club. I've learned from experience it is best to decline to play.
Broke her mind and either skull wandered in or the mental stuff turned her somehow. I mean, she probably contract it. Like, she did mention that, like, the pandemic seems to lead to skulls. And chances are she got it. Like, she was always covered in blood.
Do you know any of them? Have you an idea of the identity of the vampire who attacked me?
You mean your maker? No, Jonathan, I have no clue. But I fear he or she is as careless as cruel. To let you discover your new condition by yourself.
What do you mean?
Every now and then, you may discover an immortal in the deep of the night. But we are a rare and reclusive breed. Our progeny is almost never accidental.
I've been away from London and England for 3 years. This isn't the city I remember.
Things have gone from bad to worse here, Jonathan. I've lived in this city for a long time, and I've never seen it like this.
I can see some random freezer shit hanging in the bottom of my glass because all the ice is melted.
The Spanish flu has hit London that bad.
Yes, but it's not just that. I've heard things. Things I've not heard for a very, very long time. There are whispers in the shadows. Something far worse than the Spanish
Thing is, that kind of shit always happens in the freezer.
city.
Now I'm distracted by the freezer. Because, like, I've left, like, an ice tray just empty, just, like, with no ice in it. And then I'll finally, like, it'll just sit there empty for, like, a few months. And then I'll go to use it, and there's, like, flakes of random shit in it. Even it's on the top shelf. There's nothing over it. And yet there's still shit inside that I'm like, what is this shit? Where is it coming from?
What is it you fear?
Fear has long since flown this form. But there is something malevolent circling us. I feel fear is merely waiting in the wings.
I suppose it's just coming through, like, the fan and the ventilation and stuff that's, like, keeping the freezer cold, but it still seems... I feel like it should be a more sterile environment, and it's not.
When I awoke, changed, I was chased and attacked by vampire hunters. Prepared and well-trained.
Though I can't be certain. More than likely, it was the once glorious Guard of Priwen.
Once glorious, but still dangerous.
They have seen better days, but all fanatics are dangerous. You would be wise to stay clear. They are sworn to destroy our kind.
You make them sound like some sort of cult.
More a society. And like all the best ones, a secret society. I thought them almost gone, but it seemed they have been recruiting.
I don't know if I could ever get involved in any kind of society. Like, club-type society.
A vampire? Is that what I am?
Is that really a question?
What we are.
Such a crude word, defined by penny dreadfuls and drunken hacks. No. You are now an Ekon, and that you shall remain.
Are you an Ekon too?
Yes, I am. We are the closest thing to what man refers to as vampires. Forget what you think you know about us.
So we are Ekons. How can I identify us amongst other vampires?
How to put it? All Ekon are vampires. But all vampires are not Ekon. We are but a branch of the immortal tree.
I've been hearing a voice talking in my head. Is this some kind of insanity? It feels like the voice of the vampire that created me.
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things amongst British immortals. Speak no more of your maker.
How could this cause offense?
Only the powerful immortals can mentally call to their progeny. No vampire or hunter will sleep easy, knowing that an unidentified elder is stalking the streets of London.
Excuse my forwardness, but... are you...
I have to ask. I just have to ask all the things.
Me? Goodness, no. Only a foolish immortal would create a progeny without taking precaution, and I'm no fool.
I don't understand. Why was I created and then left for dead?
That is a question only the one who made you can answer. It's not normal practice. I doubt even if you find him, he will answer you, considering how cruelly he treated you.
So me being a vampire could have been a mistake.
I very much doubt it, Jonathan. Contrary to the legends, it is not as simple to make another vampire by just biting someone.
I'd like to avoid creating another vampire by mistake anyway. Tell me, how is it done?
The process is dangerous. It could even kill your potential progeny. If you did decide to sire an offspring, they must drink of your blood, Jonathan.
Well, I've asked all the things.
I bid you farewell. For now, my lady. I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
You anything new?
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor.
He has fatigue.
Do you need any...
I'm afraid I do. Like everyone in this hospital. It's a sad state of affairs when even the hospital workers are worried about disease.
Our job brings us into contact with all kinds of infections, Milton.
He's actually like admitting.
No shame
He's like one of the few people. He's like, yeah, I do need some help.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. I get the feeling you don't fall sick often. Well, thanks anyway.
Got like another new.
I'd like to...
Wise chop.
What do you got? You got materials for things. Thing is, I don't know how many of these materials that I have. I wish I told you, like, in the UI right here, it's like, yeah, you have this many of this thing. Goodbye, his shotgun. It's a pretty good shotgun. Now I'm doing it. It's like almost double damage on its own. Alright. I keep forgetting that, like, there's a door, like, just right above the front entrance to the hospital. I can just, like, I can just zoom into my thing. Oh, it's recipe. Okay, I have 3 of these, but recipes are no. Okay. Stamina. Not that I'm ever like. I never use these. I always forget that they exist. Can I upgrade those? Damage dealt, reload time. Look what damage. I don't use it very often, so what do I need? Like, I can make it level 3. I should probably like the thing I use the most. I should probably make level 3 if I can. Eek. Eek. I think I would just add stun on this one. I honestly don't need the reduced stamina consumption. Even though it uses a lot, I don't need it. Yeah. I'm assuming I can't get like it says it in here. It's like, hey, you're getting this many. You have this much currently. Which kind of dictates whether I'm recycling or...
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu.
Selling.
It also has the highly unstable blood of the Skulls. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it.
Alright, we've entered chapter 3. Have causes and effects. Well then, I have no idea how many chapters there are, but I assume it's plenty. Alright, so I'm going to sleep and level and see the changes, and then I'm going to end for the night. I have plenty of experience again, so... I do like using both of these. As opposed to, like... This was cool, but, like... With my weapon, I constantly have blood, so I can constantly spend my shit. I could get even more blood. More bleed! I should probably get some health. That'll do. I do want these to do more damage. 2,000 for 50 damage. Pool in a single place, our targets within this area are stuck constantly by slithers of darkness, causing them to bleed. The vampire will directly absorb the blood from the wounds. Doesn't do damage anymore, but that's kind of neat. Alright, so that just shoots 3. This one is just a large, singular one. Can't believe it costs 2,000. What about this one? What happens when you level up this? Reduce... Oh, it does a little bit of damage as well. I use this more often than I would have thought. Not gonna lie. Add stun to it. Your target is already stunned, you embrace them automatically. That's pretty good. Concentrate your blood on your feet to increase your impact upon landing and deal damage around you. I do like the sound of that. Because then I could just do it, period. It's like, here's a bunch of shadow damage, boom! Nice and quick. I'm at least gonna take this. We'll see. I'm not really using that. This is very defensive. I like just dodging. I like playing a game where, like, as long as I keep dodging, I'll be fine. I probably won't bother with the... I definitely won't bother with the shield. Do I level this up now? Do I commit? Do I commit to a branch? You want low damage and stun. Or high damage. I'd rather go with high damage, I think. Because that's technically what I'm lacking. I have tons of stun. So let's do it. Nice. And then I could level up. Increase my blood capacity. I could get more heal out of my bites. Let's do it. Oh. You lied to me! Guess I'll just get more blood. How does this go? 50? 50? Or you can do the game in like one in-game night. I bet you you can. You could probably completely refuse your like vampiriness. I definitely cured a lot of people and then ate some people. So, you know. I guess it was a wash. Like, this did not change at all. Oh. If I don't want this to be complete... I wonder what happens when it goes completely hostile. Do I just, like, lose access to... Okay, he's gonna die he's gonna die by the end of the night. I'm pretty sure that like, he's just gonna turn into a skull or something. Unless I cure him. Treatment for neuralgia. I definitely don't have that treatment. I'm kind of curious to see what happens. Did that go up a % or 2? I think it did. Of course, I've yet to go there, so that hasn't changed because I haven't interacted with it. But man, poor Whitechapel. Curious what happens when it goes hostile. Do I just lose access to everyone? Dead. Embraced. Alright. Alright. Well, I'm done for the night. Gotta go to bed. I gotta, like, I meant to do the... I meant to, like, halfway through the stream, I was gonna reopen the door and everything because it's dark now and I'm sure the people outside are not outside, but I forgot. I've been surprisingly comfortable. It's probably because I had a shit ton of ice water. So, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow for more dumbass heat during my stream schedule. But it's just how it goes. So, if you enjoyed your time here, feel free to follow if you've not done so already. But until next time, thanks for hanging out.